Hi friends, here we are, and tonight we will be doing a 45-day roster recap on 3timesafool. And let me just look here. I'm gonna wait and see if I can get a couple people in here before I get started, and then we'll go ahead and get going. I'll open these free orbs in the meantime, because why not? And we'll go from there. So, Wilson, what's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you, as always. Thanks for being here. Alright. What do we have going on for events here? Captain Marvel milestones. Not doing great on those. Okay. Good, man. It's been a long week. Lots of work, pulling lots of overtime, because the company I work for. Company I work for. Let me learn how to talk again. Works with the VA, and the VA has some extraordinary needs at the moment. Especially with the rise in veteran suicide, which is extremely unfortunate. And so there's been overtime. There's been a lot of overtime, and I've been struggling to keep up. But other than that, I certainly can't complain. Alright, we're going to jump in here. We have the Shield Minions. I have a couple here, I believe, that I can use. Oh, that's a tier 2 material. I'm wondering where I'm at for tier 3 ability materials and when I'm going to be able to upgrade a skill. Let me see. Assault has... okay. So yeah, 58 out of 120. Yes, I am working on Minerva, which I'm definitely going to talk about here shortly. We'll start with the Shield team. This is my main team. The reason that it's my main team is because it's perfect for Ultimus raids as well as event raids. Here's the thing about the Shield Minions. If you look here at their traits, obviously they're all heroes, they're all global, and they're all skill. So here's the thing. This team will never get split up in an event raid, whereas Defenders... For example, in beta right now, 3 of the Defenders are bio. And obviously you can use Miss Marvel or Spider-Man, which are both bio, I believe. I know Spider-Man is for sure, but here's the thing, you don't have a healer because Iron Fist is Mystic. Whereas with the Shield team, you will always have a healer in either Operative or Medic. So they'll never get split up in event raids. They do fantastic in Ultimus raids. The synergy is great, and it is a team that you can throw in anywhere, which is fantastic. So, that's my piece on Shield, and that's why I'm working Shield Minions right now. The event is coming on. The Nick Fury event is coming shortly, and so that's exciting. And hopefully... obviously not this time around. Hopefully next time around we're going to be able to unlock Nick Fury. And that's why we're working on the Kree team, which I will get to in just a second. First, right now what I'm doing with the Shield team is, since I'm still, for the most part, using these blue tier 2 ability materials, I'm kind of just taking the lowest of the 5, which right now is Operative, and throwing her some ability materials to get her skill up. So we added to her basic there. And, yeah. So that works out for now. And Operative went all the way from the bottom of the list to the top with just an ability material. With just one skill going up, I should say. So, that's great. So that brings me to next, Defenders, who I have, obviously, as a backup team. And I'm working them slowly. Luke Cage is at the bottom here, so I'll have to give him some work shortly. But I have defenders to help out mostly in Ultimus raids. And so yeah, that's going well. Primarily still working shield because we're going to be running Ultimus 5 here soon. I'm actually switching back to the Sigma Next Alliance that I was in before last raid season because I got my strongest team power, which let's go look at my profile real quick. Strongest team power is now at 53.1k. So I'm working on shield minions, planning to get them to at least probably 80k before I do a ton more with defenders yet. I want to have defenders available as a backup. But right now I'm focusing on shield. So I would recommend, you know, if you're starting the game new today, I obviously recommend the shield team would be my very first recommendation, just because, like I said, they're never going to get split up in event raids. They work fantastic in Ultimus raids. And they're easy to play. Most of the time, if your shield team is strong enough, you can press auto and enjoy the show. So beyond that, if you're not feeling the shield team, and the other nice thing about the shield team is they are easily farmed, and they're free to farm. So that's also fantastic. Then we're looking at defenders. Defenders are a good second choice. Very good for Ultimus raids, and they have good sustainability once you get Iron Fist's passive and his special heal up. So yeah, defenders also come highly recommended. They're what I run mainly on foolproof, and I have them up to 214k. So they're also free to farm, and some of them take a little longer. For example, your Punisher takes a little longer because he only has one node to farm. Same with Iron Fist. Only one node to farm, but worth the farm. So those are my two main recommendations. Here's my third recommendation, and I don't have them all unlocked, so I'm just going to look at Cosmic instead of looking directly at the Kree. So I'm working on Minerva. Wilson, you were talking about Minerva. Sorry, I didn't comment yet because I wanted to wait until I got there. But here's my thing on Minerva. She's incredible. She has a tech trait, so she can jump in with tech teams. She has the guaranteed revive, which is fantastic. And she also has the heal that bypasses heal block, which I believe, to my knowledge, she's the only character in the game currently that can do that. So absolutely recommend her. The basis for the Kree team is the top three that I have right here. Got Minerva, Ronan the Accuser. His passive is incredible, and Kree Royal Guard, because Kree Royal Guard has his taunt right off the bat. He's one of the fastest protector characters in the game, so it is a little unfortunate that he doesn't have two-turn taunt, but he still works really well with the Kree team, and he gains armor per Kree ally, which is a fantastic ability and a real buff for him. And then I'm coming up on the other Kree characters. I just unlocked the Cyborg node earlier today, so we're going to farm it right now and see if we can get some more shards from it. And no, we're 0 for 4. Wow, that's unfortunate. Here's the thing about the Kree team, though, and I'll go ahead and go to just the Kree team to kind of show you how close I am. Here they are. Come on, get out of the way. So, got Minerva unlocked. She's the healer. Probably the most important in my opinion. Ronan being a close second. Ronan might be a little bit better, but I'm a complete Minerva fan. So I'm going to rank her a little bit higher personally, and I could be wrong on that. That's just my personal opinion. Then you have Royal Guard. Like I said, kind of went over him. Cyborg is near the bottom of the list for me. He doesn't seem extremely helpful. Noble is helpful because of her ability to remove a positive effect. And once you get it to level 7 with your orange ability materials, it will always remove a positive effect. But you're running through the game with like a 70% chance. So until you get it there, it's still 70. Until you get it to level 7 and you're using orange ability materials, if you choose to go that route, then you'll still have 70%. The next on my list here is Oracle. Oracle has his passive, which is really what makes Oracle good. And it is whenever this character or an ally gains energy, you heal them for 100 health plus 5% of this character's max health. And if that target is Ronin or a Kree Minion, heal them for double, 200 health plus 10% of this character's max health. So I'm excited to get him going. And Reaper, who I have 6 red stars on my main account, is one of my favorite Kree Minions just because she hits so hard. She, her main attack applies bleed at a high chance, and then her special applies heal block 100% of the time right off the bat. She hits extremely hard. And then her Hunter Killer passive is on crit, heal self for 10% of max health, and generate 1 ability energy for 1 random Kree ally. And then she also gets 5% crit chance per Kree Minion ally. So if you run her with the minions, she has 25% crit chance. And it only goes up from there as you add to the skill. So I talked about shield minions. I talked about defenders. And now I'm talking about Kree because here's the thing. The Kree will get you through, they're all villains. They will get you through the villain campaign. They're also all cosmic. They'll get you through the cosmic campaign. And you can also use them to unlock Nick Fury. And they just got a rework, which I have posted a few videos on the channel about. And it turned them from being a one-dimensional team into being viable for Blitz, viable for raids, and even viable for Arena to a degree as well. Because anything that works for Blitz is going to work for Arena as well. So that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, I'm mostly working shield minions now. Working on bringing the Kree up on the side, as well as the rest of the cosmic team. And then we should be pretty well set. We're going to need a Mystic team at some point. Let me look at the Mystic roster real quick and kind of talk about what I would recommend. You're going to have Iron Fist. If you're not using him with defenders, he's not very useful in the Mystic campaign. In fact, I would say he's nearly useless, unfortunately. Ronin you can use for the Mystic campaign if you want. But he's not nearly as effective without the Kree, and to my knowledge, Ronin is the only Mystic Kree. Yes, he is. So, out of this very short list of characters, I would recommend you farm Hand Sentry from, I believe, Raid. From Raid Supplies, basically Raid Orbs, and then eventually when you get to Cosmic 3/6, I would certainly farm Hand Sentry. He is an important part to the Mystic campaign, and especially the last Mystic node I've heard without Hand Sentry, it is much harder than it is with Hand Sentry. I would absolutely recommend Yondu. He has shards to farm. I'm about to actually farm them right now and see if we get anything. And we don't have any luck tonight. I don't know what it is, but we do not have any luck. So there's 2 out of the 5 that you'll need. I would say Hand Sentry, Yondu. Loki, if you can get him. Here's the thing about Loki. He's tough to farm. He did just appear in Mystic 3/6. So, once you get to that point in the campaign, you'll be able to farm him. Hopefully you will pull him from a premium orb before that, because Loki is one of my favorite, probably my favorite Mystic character overall. If you're running Loki, you have got to also run Mordo. And Mordo you can farm from the Arena store. And so yeah, if you have the Arena credits, feel free to buy Mordo up when you get a chance. He works really well with Loki, and he does okay on his own. He holds his own. What do I think about the Kingpin thing? Here's the thing. I think that it's a good idea in a sense. It's what do I call it? It's a gold sink per se, and being able to buy orbs with gold is a mechanic that I actually like. But let me go and look at the drop rates again. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to be buying. Truth be told, where is it? Oh, I don't even think I got the Kingpin. I don't think I got the Kingpin orb yet on this account. Here's the thing. There's like a 6% chance to get... Here, I'll open a couple orbs while I talk. I got 2 blue gear orbs and I believe 1 purple. Oh my goodness, I just completely lost my train of thought. There's only a 6% chance, I believe, to get ability materials, which is what I'm frankly most interested in. And the other drops are like 1 to 3 Kingpin shards, which is not super exciting because I can farm Kingpin for like 2 drops per node if I get lucky. And so yeah, I'm not super excited. I love the concept, and I hope that they spread it further and add it for other orbs, because I think that would drastically improve the game as a whole if you gave people the option to buy orbs with gold. Now obviously that would change the dynamic of gold orbs. Obviously you can't buy gold orbs with gold because that would be a little silly. But it would be nice to see them offer premium orbs for gold, offer especially red star orbs for gold. I think that in general red star orbs are like pulling the slot machine at the casino. And if we know anything about human nature, we know that people love to gamble, myself included. And I think people would pay a princely sum for red star orbs if they could be bought with gold. So that's kind of my thought on that. Let me finish where I was at with this Mystic. Okay, so I had recommended Hand Sentry, recommended Yondu, recommended Loki, as well as Mordo. So there's 5. Scarlet Witch, definitely one that I would recommend with her health redistribute, where she redistributes the total squad health evenly, and then she will give deflect to all allies at the low skill level of 3. So by the time you make Warp Reality, this special skill level 3, she'll be applying deflect to all the allies on the team. And that's pretty fantastic. Helps quite a bit with viability within the raids. And you can farm her. She has been in the arena store for a while now and not showing any signs of leaving. So get her while you can for free. Would recommend that. You need a little luck to get him, but Doctor Strange is another Mystic that I would recommend. You can farm him on Mystic 2-9, which is nice, but his big skill is his revive, his guaranteed revive, and plus he heals all allies once he reaches level 3 with that skill. So it does take a while to unlock him with 100 shard unlock. That means you get him at 3 stars. But I would recommend him as well. So I've kind of talked, let's see, we've talked Shield Minions, we've talked Defenders, we've talked the Kree, we've talked the Cosmic, we have talked, oh, here's my other thought on Cosmic. Guardians of the Galaxy, absolutely a viable option. Would recommend them as well as soon as you can get Star-Lord, and that requires getting either 5 Guardians or Ravagers to 5 stars. And by Ravagers, that includes good old Yondu. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, another cosmic option. You're also going to want Mantis, though, to keep everybody alive. And I don't believe at the moment that she is farmable. Let me go look. You will find the occasional offer for her. And she is only a 2-star unlock. No, she's not farmable at all. But that's why I like Kree a little bit more than I do Guardians at this point, because the Kree are free to farm and available on a daily basis once you get those nodes unlocked. So, with that being said, I kind of went over some team building. As far as arena, you're going to want to use your shield minions if you have them, defenders if you have them. And Kree Minions would actually throw everybody for a loop. If you have Minerva, that would be very helpful, as well as Ronin to throw in with Royal Guard and 2 minions, because they have some sustainability, they're tough to kill, they're not very squishy, so I would recommend them as you get them powered up. But stick to your bread and butter, stick to what works best for you. And Blitz. Here's the thing about Blitz. It takes a while. You have to build up your roster to get to a point where it is easier to win Blitz matches, and you need depth so that you're not burning your Blitz charges on the same 3 teams. It's preferable to get at least 10 sure-to-win teams. And for that requires 50 characters and 50 usable characters with good synergy with 4 other characters. So obviously the shield teams have that natural synergy, as well as the defender team has some natural synergy. And let me see if I can put this cosmic team together real quick. And no, I don't want Drax over there. I want to switch Drax and Royal Guard. Okay. So now I've got 3 squads saved. Fantastic. I'm kind of just getting started on Blitz. That's kind of the thing about Blitz. I wouldn't worry too much about Blitz until you're getting to the point where you're even running like Ultima 6. When you're at that level, when you've got teams at around, when your primary team's around 120k power, then you can start worrying about Blitz. But there's ways to build your teams, and I'm certainly not an expert on that. If you need help, I would recommend that you talk to a streamer named Casino, and I'm sure you've probably heard of him. But get a hold of him on his Discord. He does roster reviews and includes Blitz teams. I recently had that done for my main account, and I would recommend that to anyone. But that's kind of where I'm at. So we kind of went over some team building. We went over the direction, which, like I said, the direction as of right now is to continue working these shield minions up to around at least 125, 130k power, to where they can compete in Ultima 6 at the 30% level or so. And then kind of on the side, I'm building up defenders and the Kree Minions along with Royal Guard, Minerva, and Ronin. Because, like I said, those will come in handy, and you'll want to raise all your Kree Minions for the Nick Fury event, because you can only use the minions. So keep that in mind as you develop your Kree teams, and go from there. So, do I have any more questions? You got anything more for me, Wilson? But if he doesn't have anything else, I think that for the night we will cut it short, and look to catch up with you guys next time. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Do me a big favor and do all 3 if you feel so obligated, and we'll go from there. So thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you guys next time.